Vianna.
Good afternoon, Dr. Joelle, Miss Lyons, faculty, staff, and my fellow students. When my mom first introduced the trip to Europe to me, I was worried. My parents had never let me have a sleepover before, but they were willing to send me to another country, let alone another continent. I thought that I wouldn't make it through the trip. My feelings were all over the place until we were on the plane halfway to Europe. I was worried, I was scared, I regretted my past life decisions, but I was happy and a little excited. Physically getting ready helped me emotionally get ready. My mom was a big help with this. We went shopping for outfits and gathered all the documents needed. However, it was not until I saw my suitcase packed and ready to go that I realized that this was happening. On the ride to Buckley, I said goodbye to my parents, and I saw my dad start to tear up. This was nice because the only time he ever claimed to cry was when I was born. So for my dad to realize that I was growing up meant a lot to me. When we got to the airport, everything was going fine until our flight got delayed. We had to wait in line for a long time. The wait was so long that some of us started sitting on the ground. I did not believe that I was going to get there until I was on the physical plane. When I got onto the plane, I sat next to Miss Fortuna and a stranger. The flight was around 8 hours long, and those 8 hours felt very long but very short at the same time. Fortunately, I had friends who helped me pass the time by communicating on the phone through the notes app and airdropping photos to each other. When we finally got to Paris, we went to the hotel and then toured the city of Paris. Also known as Buckley made us walk 8 miles after we were just on a plane for 8 hours. We even had to go all the way up to the Eiffel Tower, but that was fun. Another fun thing that happened in Europe was when we got to choose where we ate. On our first day in Paris, my group went to a restaurant to get pizza. But when we ordered a cheese pizza, we thought we were going to get a regular basic pizza. But no, we got this nasty goat cheese pizza. But part of building independence is making errors. You have to learn not to make assumptions and take your time, especially when you're making new decisions. Once I got back home, I was very jet lagged. I would fall asleep at 8 p.m. and wake up at 4 a.m. I had to pay attention to my body and sleep when I was tired, but kept in mind that I need to get back on my normal sleeping schedule. I also realized that this was the first time I had so much fast food in one trip. Sorry, Mom. But a big part of building independence is knowing when to go back to the habits that make you feel your best. You cannot just stay up late, hanging out with your friends and eating junk. Otherwise, you're going to feel sick. Independence also means responsibility. After getting to New York, I reflected on the small moments I'd spend with other students on the trip. I realized that building independence together had made me less anxious about stepping out of my comfort zone. When the trip was first presented to me by my parents, I imagined myself alone in a different continent. But the reality was I had a support system around me the entire time. My parents helped me prepare, my friends made the difficult moments feel easy and fun, and when I got back home, I knew that this experience had shaped me for the better. So next time you're presented with a new opportunity, remember you have a community to support you on your new adventures regardless where they lead you. Thank you.